You don't think I have a cookie right under there? You don't think I have a cookie right under my camera? I do have a cookie right under my camera. You think I don't have a cookie? I got a cookie! I'm eating a cookie because I'm fat!
I just want to tell you that the Eagles are better than the Cowboys, and the Cowboys stink. And if any of you in my school that likes the Cowboys, I'll
Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Ding back here, and you know I train my children right. You know I've instilled this into them. It's in their blood. It's in their DNA. And you know that they ain't having that Dallas talk at school. They can't be corrupted. And you know what? Last night, the beating the Eagles gave Dallas, it only confirmed it in their mind. Eagle fans for life. Now, I love it. Now, before I start talking about my final thoughts on this game and some various Eagle stuff, I want to first say this. There have been a lot of Cowboy fans over the last few weeks, months, over a year, who have been, every time I say something, they come at me. Every time I talk about the Eagles, we're better, Dak is better, all this stuff. Now, there's been a few of them that after the game that have come and shown respect to the Eagles and to the fan base and been congratulatory, and I appreciate them and I respect you. You know who you are out there. I respect you and thank you. But there's a lot more of them who haven't shown. They're disappeared. Where are you? Where the hell are you? Come see me now. Come see me now. You wanted to talk all that crap. Where are you? You're hiding. You can't hide. You can't hide from this. You took a beating. Come eat it. Come eat it like you're supposed to. They don't. They hide. They're hiding. That's what Cowboy fans do. Not all of them, not the good ones, but a lot of them, that's what they do. You're delusional, and then you get a butt kicking, and you hide. You can't hide. You can't hide from this. Okay, sorry. I had to get that out. As I said, I needed that. And you know what? We can move on. So let's move on from the most delusional fans in the NFL to the greatest fans in the NFL. Philadelphia Eagle fans, you deserve this. You deserve this. Like I said in my victory celebration yesterday, this is for you guys. You deserve 9-1 at this point. But we got a long way to go. It ain't finished yet. Enjoy this. Enjoy the win. Enjoy this week. Enjoy Thanksgiving. But we got a lot of work to do. We got Chicago coming up. We got to be ready for them. Now, having gone back and watched this game again, there's two things that really stood out to me that I didn't talk a lot about, I think, in my recaps, in my live stream, and even in my victory celebration video. And that is, the defense as a whole was fantastic. They were fantastic. They kept the Eagles really right in this game. They kept us going when the offense couldn't generate anything. And they kept Dallas down. And that was a big, huge, important thing. And then the offensive line of the Philadelphia Eagles kicked Dallas's butt. They kicked that defensive line's butt. Dallas is talking about how great their line is and how great their pass rushers are and all this stuff. That's all I heard. They got shut down. Big V shut them down. Lane shut them down. Kelsey was good. They were all good yesterday. No sacks on Carson Wentz. They were great. And I give them all the credit in the world. I give the defense all the credit in the world. It was great seeing Ronald Darby back. Derek Barnett, you're balling, man. You were something. And I was so wrong, and I'm sorry. Because you were something. And I'm glad you're an Eagle. And I'm glad you're a Philadelphia Eagle. And I'm proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. This team is doing great. This is unbelievable, man. We're in an unbelievable situation. You know, and I did have a problem with the play calling in the first half. I went back and watched it. I still had the same problems with the play calling. But I will say this. Today, as I sit right now, I am a much bigger fan of Doug Peterson because of yesterday's game than I was 2 days ago. And if the Eagles would have come out and blown Dallas out, I wouldn't have appreciated Doug Peterson as much as I did after this game. Because in this game, he made adjustments at halftime. Something that a lot of coaches don't like to do because they're stubborn. Not him. He was able to make adjustments. He made the adjustments. And the team flourished because of it. He got behind that big offensive line and he ran the ball, and it changed everything. Once they did that, the game was over. Dallas had no shot. It was checkmate. Why did Dallas have no shot? Because they're a one-trick pony. And when you're a one-trick pony, that's what happens. But Doug showed me a lot because he was able to make adjustments at halftime. And this is something that I wondered about him. I didn't know what he could do. And seeing that yesterday against Dallas is a big deal for me. So actually, I'm a bigger fan today of Doug than I was prior. And my like for Doug continues to grow. And I think Doug deserves a lot of credit for yesterday, you know. I don't think Carson was at his best, obviously. You know, he didn't throw 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards or anything like that. He struggled in the first. He holds the ball too long sometimes, all those kind of things. But once they started running, once they got into a rhythm offensively, when he needed to make the throws in pressure situations, he does it. He comes up big. What do I mean? 4th and 5, he throws a touchdown pass to Alshon. Perfect pass. Alshon makes a great catch. But that's what you expect from your franchise quarterback. Even when everything may not go the whole game the way you want it and you don't have the big numbers, when you need to make the big throw in the right situation, you do it. And that's what Carson Wentz did. So, look, he just showed me even more why I think he's running away with this MVP race. He's running away with it. I mean, sure, you have guys, like Brady, maybe they'll say Russell Wilson. There's guys out there who are fighting for that MVP, and they got a shot. But right now, Carson's so far ahead of it. I think if he can just get over 30 touchdowns and a 1 seed or 2 seed, just get a bye week, I think he wins the MVP. So I was very happy with the adjustments the second half. And then the effect that Ajayi has had on this team in 2 games is tremendous. He is a definite upgrade from Blunt. And I love Blunt, but Ajayi is a lot faster. He's just a better running back, a lot more bounce to his step, I think, a lot quicker from taking the ball and going. Now, he didn't have the speed to finish that 70-something yard run for a touchdown. The guy caught him from behind. But his stop-start speed is good enough. It's good enough to play running back and be effective and be really good to be able to get outside the tackles and those kind of runs. He can do it. Corey Clement continues to get even better. Every week, I like him more and more. And I would have said that I think he could be a decent starter in this league someday. Now I think he could be even better than that. So to have Clement and Ajayi going forward as your running backs, I really like it, And if you can add down the road like a Darren Sproles type, a quick guy, I think that would be great too. Now, what they do with Blunt, we'll see in the future, but fantastic. The running backs, over 200 yards rushing. I think like 180 of it came in the second half. They torched Dallas and that stinky defense. And it stinks. That team stinks. Okay? It shows you how good Zeke Elliott is and how good he makes the Dallas offense, because you can't stop them from getting first downs. That's the whole thing. But overall, I think the defense, they won the game because they played fantastic. After the first series, now the first series on defense, I thought that they played back. I thought they gave the running game too much respect, like Zeke was playing. They made adjustments and they shut Dallas, and Dallas couldn't do anything after that. So that was it. Now you have, we've had the talk of Dak Prescott versus Carson Wentz, right? That's the big thing, Dak versus Carson. Now, Dak had better numbers year 1, no doubt about it. But the thing about this year is Carson has better numbers, and Carson also has shown that he has made a bigger jump from year 1 to year 2. And that's why he is better, okay? That's why he's better. So, all this talk about Dak, right? The Dak attack. Ooh, the Dak attack. Nothing. It was nothing. It was a bunch of hype. It was a bunch of hype, which usually with Dallas Cowboys stuff is always hype. 50% of everything is hype. That's why a player on the Cowboys is always like 10 to 20% better. As soon as he goes to another team, all of a sudden he's not that good. It's just the way it is. They're a hype machine. That's all they are. But Dak, look, clearly Dallas showed you in that game. They didn't want to put the game in his hands. 3rd and long, he can't get off the field. I mean, he can't get a first down. A 3rd and 6 or anything more, Dak can't get it for them. And they clearly showed 2 weeks in a row that they don't trust him to win the games with his arm. So the conversation between Wentz and Dak is over. Carson is way ahead. And that's just a simple fact. So the Eagles are 9-1. 9-1. Boom, boom. Beautiful, right? They beat the stinking Cowboys. And they're 9-1. And them and the New Orleans Saints are the only 2 teams to win 8 in a row. So the Eagles are going to have to take care of business. And it starts with the Chicago Bears. Now, what's interesting about this week, not only that the Eagles can get to 10 wins, but if Dallas loses on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, and I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving, but if Dallas loses to the Chargers on Thursday and the Eagles beat Chicago, the Eagles would clinch the division. Can you imagine clinching the division and it's not even December yet? That would be unbelievable. And then we can solely focus on the 1 or 2 seed, which I'm already focusing on, but that would be something. So by Sunday night, we may be doing a victory celebration with the NFC East Championship to talk about. That would be pretty cool, you know? And there's teams in the NFC that we have to deal with. There's some teams I think that are starting to play good, that could be tough, that we're going to have to deal with. If we get home field advantage, I like our chances. I'm not scared of any of them. Okay? But if we have to go in, let's say, an NFC Championship situation to New Orleans with Drew Brees, that's a hard place to play. That would scare me a little bit. Going into Seattle would scare me a little bit, you know. I still don't believe in the Vikings quarterback, you know, so whatever. But the truth is, I think if the Eagles have home field, we have a good chance to win this thing and go pretty far. And that's what we have to hope for. But it starts this week with Chicago. Let's get the victory. Let's beat Chicago. Let Dallas lose. And let's get this division officially clinched. Hey, and so we could talk about being NFC East champions, even though we pretty much are, but have it official would be nice. So I hope everybody enjoys their week. Great victory, great victory. It's so nice. What a great day not having to hear from crazy delusional Cowboy fans. They are quiet. They are quiet. The land has been free. What can I say? With that said, I hope everybody has a great day. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.